Hello dears, welcome to another video of Civil 3D. Today we are going to talk about the point groups. To control the display and appearance of our points in our drawing, we use point groups in Civil 3D. To create a new point group, we will go to the tool space. From the tool space, we will use the prospector tab. In the prospector tab, the second icon is point group. If we expand this by clicking this plus sign, we can see that there are already two groups are existing. One of them is as-built 101-CSV. This group was created when we imported this data to our drawing by using survey database. There's another group named all points. This group is by default created in Civil 3D. Whenever you open your file and you bring any data, you will see that this group is always there. To create a new group and add data to the group, we'll go to the point groups heading. We will right click and we'll click on the new. Once we click on the new, we will get this point group properties dialog box. There are number of tabs available. The first thing is the first tab where we give the name to our group. Then these tabs are used to add the data to our groups. Now we are going to create a group for our points of the ground shots where we have used a description of GS. So to create a group for this one, I'll go back again to this heading. I'll right click, new. I'll give it the name here. These are our existing ground level. So I'm going to give the name G-levels. Here in the description, we can describe this one with details as I'm going to write here existing ground levels. Here in the default style, we can use our specific point style. Right now it's the basic. If we want to change, we can change over from here. Whatever point we want to use, point style we want to use, we can change from, select from here. I'm going to use the same basic. Then there is point label style, that what label you want to. After giving the name and description, we will go to the default style. In the default style, the first one is point style. Right now it's basic. If we click over this drop down, we can see the number of styles are available. Whichever point style you want to use, you can change, select from here. I'm going to use the same basic. After selecting the point style, there is a point label style. Here, this marker is our point style and this label is controlled with the label style. So it looks like a one object, but actually these are the two different Civil 3D objects. One of them is a point and one of these is a point label. Same as we can see here that we have the style for two different objects. One is the point, one is the point label. So right now it's point number, elevation and description. If you want to change, you can change from here, such as I'm going to use just elevation and description or elevation only. Whatever you want, you can create, choose from here. To create the new point style, we will talk in our upcoming videos. So I'm going to choose point number, elevation and description. I'll select this one. Now point group is already created, but when we go to this tab of the point list, we can see that there is no data available because we just created the group. We haven't added any data to our point group. To add the data, there are multiple tabs are available. First of them is point group. If you have any existing point group in your drawing and you want to add these point groups to the new, you can use this tab. If we go to the next is the raw description matching. All the description which was created in the description keys are displaying here. So if you want to use anything, you can just check the description box here and data will be added to our groups. What I'm going to use is this tab include. When I click on this one, I can see there are multiple options. The first one is with number matching. If you want to add the data to your group through the number matching, you can use this one. There is elevation matching, names, raw descriptions or full description. What we have here are the raw description. So we are going to use this one with raw description matching. Right now we can see that this window is locked, but when I'm just going to check this box, we can see that this activated already. So here I'm going to type the description, which is GS here. So I will type GS. I'll just click apply. The points are added to the group. Now if I go to this point list, I can see that all the points which are described with the GS already added to our group. So to close this dialog box, I'm just going to click OK. We are going to create another group. Again, I will click over here. The new group which we want to create is for this over fence. Here we have a description which is fence. So I'll click over here, right click, new. I'm going to give the name to this group is plot boundary. Now I want to add the point. So if I go to this raw description matching, I can't see this description is available here because we haven't created any description key for the fence. So again, we will go to the include tab, raw description matching. I'm going to type here FENCE fence. After typing the fence, I'll click apply. I'll go to the point list and I can see that all the points which are coded with the fence are added to our list. But if I close this one and go to this corner of my drawing, I can see that this point is having a code which is more than the fence. That there is a fence, then there is a space and ST. Same, if I come to this corner, I can see that I have another code after the fence. But when I go to my point group, now go back to this point group, we will try to select the point group, right click and we will click the properties. Whichever point group you want to edit or access or check anything, you will select, right click and click the properties. When I go to the point list, I cannot see any of the point here which is coded as a fence space CLS because in include tab we have added only the description fence. So software just read this first code and add all the points with fence to our list. Now to add these points, we are just going to make a small change that after the fence we are going to give a wildcard which is asterisk sign, also known as the star, which I typed here already. I'll just click apply. Now if I go to the point list, I can see that this is the point with fence space ST and the last point fence space CLS already added to the group. Because this wildcard, whenever we use this one, software will read the first code and with the help of this asterisk, whatever code is given after the first description, it will be considered as a whole code which is already the first code. So whenever you have anything typed after the first code, you can use the asterisk to add all your points to your same group. We are going to close this one. Now we want to create a group for the points which are the building. Now we are going to use another option. So again we'll go to the point group, new. We are going to give the name buildings. For the point style, we are going to use the same basic. Label style, we are going to just change it. We are going to use the description only, our point number and description. Okay. Now I will go to this raw description matching. Here I can see that there is a no code also available. So again I need to go over here, include raw description matching. I can check here that there is a code BLD, then there is a space and another code. So I'm going to write only here BLD and asterisk. I'll just click apply. I'll go to my point list and I can see that all the points which has the code BLD, you can see here that some of the code are just BLD, some of them have BLD, then additional special code. Here we can see that we have a BLD2, BLD2, CLS. Because after the BLD we have used here asterisk sign, So anything coming after the BLD, software just read it and add to the same list. I'll click OK to close this one. So now we already created the three groups. What if we want to add multiple description to the one group? Such as here, I have here the points with the description of farm. I want to add them to the point group of the buildings. So I'll go to the buildings group. I'll right click. I'll go to the properties. We already given the name. Everything was set. We'll just go to the include tab. And here after the BLD, I will use comma and give space. I will type the new description, which is farm. I will use the asterisk. I'll click apply. If I go to the point list, here I can see that all the points of the farms also added here. So you have a option. If you want to add multiple description to the one group, just you need to use comma, then space, type the code, again comma, space, whatever code you want, you can type over here, and all of your point with different description will be added to your point group. I'll click OK to close this one. This is how we create the point groups and how we add data to them. Now, how we control the appearance of the points. Such as in my case, I don't want to show these points here, the fence or the buildings. All I want in my drawing is only these ground shots. To do so, we need to create another group with no display. So we'll click the heading point group. We'll click new. I'm going to give this to the name no display. No display. Now here we are going to do some changes. Point style is basic. I'm going to change it to the none because I don't need any point style for here. Same for the point label style. I'm going to use none. Now to add data in this group, I will go to the point group and I will select all these groups to add all this data to my new group. I'll just go to the point list and I can see that all the point with different descriptions are added to this group. We'll just click OK and close the point groups. Now we can see that everything is gone. There are only few points are available which are not controlled by the point groups. These are controlled with the description keys. So to bring back our ground shots back, we have to change the order of display of our groups. To change the order of display, again we will right click on the heading of point group and this time we will go to the properties. We'll go to properties. Here we can see that the no display is at the top. I want to see this one ground level, so I will select this one. If we want to take it suddenly up, just in the one click, I will click this first arrow and we can see that this group is gone to the top of the list. If you want to change step by step, such as I want to change this one, so I'll click this arrow. Now we can see that it's going up and down step by steps. But this top and bottom, if you just want to change them in one click, we can use. So now the order is ground levels, then is no display, then rest of the groups. So I'll click apply. OK. Updates are. Here's the updates. We can see there's no any display for the fence point. If we go to the buildings, there is no any display available. Same, we come to the farm, there is no any display. But still there are some points are shown other than the ground shots because these points are controlled with the description key. If we want to also hide these points, we need to do some changes in our point of no display. So we'll go to this point, select this one, right click, go to the properties, and we will go to this override tabs. There are some properties available, so we are going to check all these properties. Click apply, OK, and now we can see that all other points are hidden. Only available in our drawing are the points are without the ground shot description. So this was the video of the point groups. In our next video, we will see that how we can create that point table in the drawing by using these point groups, and if we want to export these point groups back to the Excel, how we can do that. So till next video, goodbye, see you.